Listen, you shouldn't have to stretch your budget to buy jeans with a little give. High-end denim can cost hundreds of dollars, but bargain brands don't offer the same level of style and comfort.
Yeah. You can't get some jeans that cost you hundreds of dollars and like have to do a juice cleanse to get into them.
Totally. So Distilled, spelled DSTLD, they've revolutionized the fashion industry with their timeless luxury grade denim. So you get jeans that would normally cost you hundreds starting at just $65.
Yeah. They eliminate these crazy markups because they refuse to work with middlemen.
Refuse. They ship directly to you for free and guarantee the fit, or they'll send you a new pair until they're perfect. Distilled jeans are built to last and will be a staple in your closet for years.
They also have a bunch of fall jackets. So if you're like into a classic denim or you want like a bomber jacket, you can just expect the same level of quality.
Okay. And so for a discount, go to dstld.com/feral and you'll get $10 off your first order.
That's
d.com/feral for $10 off. Bye. Thanks. Bye. Alie, let me ask you a question.
Yeah. Fire away, dude.
What?
Fire away, dude.
Oh. Yes or no? Finding the right hair color for you, Alie, can be a challenge.
What color is my hair right now?
Burgundy.
Yeah. Was that on purpose?
No.
Did I need to use E-Salon?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, wait. You can scratch that.
No, it's great. E-Salon offers professional grade. Leave that in. Completely personalized hair color that's created just for you and delivered right to your door. Alie, you fucking need this.
I need it so much. This is the last time I will color my hair without taking the steps to get the right color. I grabbed a color off the shelf. It was the wrong color. My hair is maroon now.
Don't do it. Alie, do you love questionnaires?
Yes.
Here's a hair questionnaire. Upload your photo and a personal colorist will formulate your individually blended color from over 15,000 pigments.
Oh my God.
I know.
I need E-Salon and a time machine to go back to yesterday.
Totally. Well, they've got you covered. There's 100% satisfaction guaranteed if you're not happy, Alie.
Oh God, I need
with
this.
Your color. It will give you a free reformulation or refund.
I think anything's better than what I did to myself before.
I mean, you look cute.
Thanks, dude. But you know what? I like that the color doesn't fade. Like they have the grays covered. Because I get some grays every once in a while.
I mean, at 23 years old, our gray is like pretending to start to come in.
I know. It's probably because we're such big thinkers.
We're so young.
So you can visit esalon.com/slumber party, all one word. And do that. You get 50% off your first order. So that's $10 for your personalized hair color, which is crazy because the last time I got my hair colored in a salon, it was like $180.
Dude, you can do it your freaking self. I've been doing it my freaking self for years and years.
Yeah, I really got the wrong color. So I need to use eSalon. You get 50% off your first box at esalon.com/slumber party. So go do that. Don't be an Alie Ward.
Send us photos too. Hashtag it at, I don't know, Alie in Georgia. Let's see your hair.
Yeah, just tag us in it on Instagram. Let's see your pictures.
Let's do it.
I want to look at your hair. Bye.
Feral Audio.
Hey, hi.
What? I was just going to ask if you were a creationalist.
What's that?
A creationist.
Oh, absolutely not.
So, but do you believe in AdamEve.com?
Yeah.
Get it? I hooked you in.
Okay, here's the thing. Real quick. This is to like help Feral Audio, which is like a really awesome company.
It's called Ad Money, you guys.
Yeah, it's called Ad Money. Go to AdamEve.com. Use the promo code Slumber. You get 50% off your purchase of whatever the hell you want to buy.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask.
Yeah, I am. You get 3 free DVDs of porno, which honestly, like, have you ever, Alie, you've never watched porn with a guy you're dating?
I've never watched porn with a guy.
I highly recommend it.
Part of me is like, I think maybe my relationships are so sensual. I've never relied on outside tools.
I like to add a little, like, I've watched porno with boyfriends before.
I just fuck them in the woods. That's the truth. Oh,
it
Mom,
is true.
Mom, don't listen to this.
No,
Mom.
I've watched pornos with dudes, and it's fun to be like, hey, what, like you like they show you what kind of porno they're into, and you're like, oh, that's cool. Here's the kind of porno I'm into, and then they break up with you, and they're like, she's a fucking crazy person,
and then they do a podcast about it.
Yeah,
but they also have. I dated this guy who was really into very specific condoms, so you can order condoms on like
tiny,
Japanese
teeny
tiny ones that had little pictures of boys on them. That's not true.
Yeah.
But you can order them in bulk if you're having tons of safe sex.
You guys have safe sex, please.
Oh,
especially you
God.
20-somethings out there. Oh my God, you guys don't even understand.
Get an
like,
STD.
The dude that you're dating right now is so not worth getting an STD for.
Yeah, get some condoms.
I promise you. As ladies in our 30s, like, not getting STDs from the dudes we've dated in our 20s
Yep.
is like the best thing we did in our 20s.
Dodge some bullets.
Dodged so many bullets.
So use those things, and also get yourself a toy. Christmas is coming, you guys.
Get yourself a toy.
It's Hanukkah. Get yourself 8 of them.
Slumber is the code that you use for adamandeve.com to get 50% off and a bunch of free gifts. Please email us and tell us what you got, and maybe we'll read it on that. We can do it anonymously, or you want to tell us who we are.
Yeah, we'll read your anonymous purchases.
Yeah, tell us what
We
you
will.
got.
There's no way we will find out what you order. So if you're listening
Yeah.
to this thinking that we're going to pour over your order forms,
true.
we don't know.
That's
We
a
have
very
no
good
idea.
point.
Which means we could order using our own order codes,
Yay.
and you wouldn't know either.
Maybe we'll email ourselves and then read that anonymously on the.
You're like, I know who Alie Ward is. From Alie Ward at Gmail.
Okay, slumber adamandeve.com. Do it. Bye.
You guys. Hi, it's Alie.
It's Georgia.
This is Slumber Party.
With Alie and Georgia.
It's a podcast with Alie.
in Georgia.
Yep. Hi.
And we're in a teepee in Allie's apartment. We're in our pajamas.
Yeah, it's October, but it's plenty hot in here. And we've crammed into a teepee that's been set up since the last time we podcasted, which was a week ago, and I haven't taken it down.
Yay.
And Georgia, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What did you learn this week?
What did I learn this week,
Yeah, I'd
Alie?
like to know, actually.
Okay, well, so I was doing some research into what I learned to learn something this week.
Okay.
When I found the fact that crows are the 5th smartest animal.
What?
So I did some more research into examples of that. Crows can remember a specific person's face, like people.
Ooh.
So there was a study at some college where a bunch of guys, like 5 guys, put on masks, like beanies, tagged a bunch of crows and then let them go. And then a week later, for the next few months, whenever the guy would walk by in that specific mask, they would attack that specific person.
Damn.
And if someone else walked by with a similar mask, they wouldn't attack him. They knew it wasn't him.
They were like, that's not our dude.
Nope. And the other thing is they can hold a grudge. So for months and months, they will attack this person and they'll recognize a face. So if you're fucking with a crow, they'll be like, that's Alie. I know it's Alie. And then they conspire.
Wait, when did they learn my name?
Well, then they conspire too. So they can be like, hey, you guys, see that chick over there? Mm-hmm. She's been fucking with me. Let's get her. And they all get you.
Do they send an email or a text?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is this why they're called the murder of crows? Because they're vengeful fucking bastards, which I don't blame them. Because if you fuck with me, and I had a beak, I'd probably mad dog you.
There was a town where crows descended upon, they're like, we live here now, and it was a farming town, and they are really shitty with crops. So the mayor was like, everyone can go kill crows now. It was let's all kill crows. They killed one with a gun, and the crows left, and then came back and knew to fly higher and to get away from guns. And there was not a single crow again killed in that town because the crows were like,
damn,
we learned you killed one of us.
My God.
So next time you see crows, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start feeding crows because I want them to like it. Do they think they remember people who are nice to them too?
I actually read that if you are really nice to them, then when it's your birthday, you find cookies on your doorstep.
Oh, okay.
You're like, thanks, crows. What are the other 4 smartest animals?
I don't care.
Yeah.
They're probably not as creepy as crows.
Yeah, no, crows win.
Yeah.
Edgar Allan Poe knew what was up.
I guess so. What did you learn this week, Alie?
I learned about crows.
I've been so shitty lately about
What you've learned?
what I've learned, and my fuck this, fuck that you're allowed to.
That I'm allowed to slack off with my biological
You're allowed
facts?
to phone this one in.
Well, okay. I learned because I'm trying to think what would be interesting. I'm going to give a personal one that I learned because I
great.
never really.
Yes.
I always am like,
Please do.
This is about a weevil that lives in your butthole, but I don't have that. I learned personally that my teepee really pisses people off.
What are you talking about?
I put up a picture. Okay, so we record in this teepee that I built out of materials that are that I got at a hardware store because I'm obsessed with teepees because I've been really obsessed with Native American culture and history since I was a kid. I'm like a sliver Native American, but I've always and my family's from Montana, so I'm obsessed.
And you
with
have an Indian name that your parents gave you.
my family gave me christened me with an Indian name at a family reunion in 1999. They went around a teepee because my cousins are Native American. My cousin married. Anyway, this story's getting so long.
Go on.
Anyway, but my teepee, my Native American name in my family is Alie Can't Find a Man because in 1999, when I was just not even out of college, I wasn't married yet, and that was unusual.
Cool.
So they still call me that because I remain the only unmarried person of my generation.
So angry
Yeah,
about that. Okay,
it's cool.
so what did you learn that's personal?
But so so this teepee has been up in my apartment all week because I don't want to take it down because I knew we were going to record with an awesome guest who we will introduce in a moment. And I walked in the door and I was like, fuck, I love my apartment right now. I have a bug collection. I have like a creepy ukulele collection. I have a teepee in my living room. The light is beautiful. So I took a picture and I was like, this is like my interior design style is like eccentric old man from North Dakota because like I felt like a weird old white man that lived in North Dakota. Anyway, 3 different people posted on my Instagram like, this enrages me. Like
Why?
I don't know.
because it's like sacrilegious.
I
or
don't
something?
know, but I meant eccentric white man that is obsessed with Native American
What
history.
did you say?
I said delete.
Oh my god!
I just
Are you
deleted it.
serious?
I don't know. I love anyway. So that's what I
they
learned.
think you're being like racist.
I don't know, but I read about Native American history whenever I can. Anyway, so that's what I found out about
crazy.
life and myself is that in conflict I cower and delete. Anyway, let's ask our guest what he learned.
Yeah, our guest is a writer, hilarious person, and friend of Alie and Georgia, Ned Hepburn.
He is, you may know him from his internet shenanigans. He writes a lot. He's also an author. And he invented fuckyeah.tumblrs. Started with the very first one, fuckyeahsharks.tumblr.com. Yep. Ned Hepburn, what did you learn this week?
Should I go for a deep one? It was something I actually learned.
Give us 2, because we like you a lot.
What was it? I actually learned that song, What Sound Does the Fox Make? I can't remember what the
Oh,
Yeah,
love
what the
it.
fox say?
Yeah.
It was outside of the bar, the Red Lion, when I got here a couple of days ago, and these kids were singing it, and I actually went home and Googled it, and it's more of like a really weird yelping sound.
Oh, what they actually say?
Yeah. It's like, meh. It's weird. It sounds like that.
So you,
Yeah.
like, the song was like, you were like, yeah, literally. What does the fox say? And you were like,
Meh. And it's like actually the sound that it makes.
that's interesting.
Bald eagles sound really fuck up, too.
What do they sound like?
Wah! Like that's
No,
actually
they
how they
don't.
No, really, look
They're
it up.
whiny fucking
That's what my
babies.
Siamese
Yeah, they sound
cat
like
sounds
Wario. It's kind of the greatest thing in the entire world.
Our national bird is like the biggest baby ever.
Sounds like a Siamese cat.
I was gonna eat this mouse and someone else took it.
Sounds like a 40s gangster.
I know. Well, I don't mind if I do.
Oh, what else did you learn?
Tell us.
Trust your gut. Honest, I mean, it's something I was thinking on the way here, not because
Trust your gut. I thought you said Chester Gut, and I thought you were going to tell
Chester
us about a guy named Chester Gut.
Chester Gut.
He was a
attorney at
murderer in
law.
the
He's one of my
40s.
favorites.
So trust your gut. What is that? That's vague.
It
You
is
better
vague.
back that up with some good fucking
I've had a
shit.
very weird last 24 hours.
What
like 12
happened?
hours. I quit a job.
Oh.
And I'm not going to say who it was with, but like I'll tell you afterwards.
Why'd you quit it? 'Cause your gut's
so I was
like-
working at night, and I'm also working during the day, so it's got like it's not like I'm working 12, 15-hour days straight. I mean, I've got time off in the middle of it,
Yeah.
but then it just got too much at this point. So I was up until like 4 or 5 in the morning last night.
Writing.
After closing out the Frolic Room with like 4 of my friends I haven't seen in forever.
You gotta give the times for breaks at the Frolic Room.
You got to know when to
Frolic
fold
Room
them
is a really divey bar in Los
And when to
Angeles.
what?
and when to fold them.
So you were like, this is too much work. Fuck this.
Yeah.
So your gut told you that you shouldn't keep this job.
Well, it was kind of a thing of like I should probably exit out.
How do you feel? Wait, how did you quit? Did you quit with like a flip the bird or like
No,
this isn't
I got
working
a
for
phone
me?
call this morning about why did you post that word salad at 3:30 in the morning, and then I just kind of had to say I can't do this anymore. Like
How long had you been with them?
it was something like 2 or 3 months. It was transitioning out of Death and Taxes.
How did you Death and Taxes being your last gig?
No, Death and Taxes is like a gig for like 2 years.
Yeah, right.
Lie down too.
This is
Everyone's lying down on my teepee. You guys, who's hating on my teepee now, huh?
This is great.
Huh?
It is really,
Come
really
at me.
cool.
You can stick your legs out the side if you want. So you learned to trust your gut. How do you feel? Do you feel
I
relieved?
feel good actually. I mean, it was one of those gigs where I wasn't particularly happy being there, and I think that
Well, screw it.
yeah.
What's
I
the
mean,
best job
no,
quitting?
I've quit so many
So
jobs
too.
and been so like those that like you're so miserable at a place and you just can't stop thinking about it, and then you do it, and even though you're like I don't know what's gonna happen, you're still like, but I'm so happy that I did that.
Yeah.
What's your best job quitting story, Ned? I feel like you quit jobs really well. You're articulate. You're ballsy. You don't seem to.
Slacker.
Yeah,
A little bit.
I feel like you're just an articulate brat that would be so good at terminating his own
I
employment.
had a job for 4 hours once and I quit.
What was it?
I was when I was 16 or 17. I worked at an architect's office, and it was like it was on a main street, and it was in Los Gatos, California. And I totally lost my train of thought just then. That was weird.
So you lost your train
Yeah,
of thought, and then you
point out?
quit your
Yeah,
job.
okay.
You're like, I can't remember what job this is. Bye.
And
No,
why
it
I
was-
took
he
it?
had he had the Sarah McLachlan's album that was the style at the time, and he had it on repeat over and over because when people would come in, he'd say like this album really calms people, it chills them out, and he kept playing it for like 4 hours,
Holy
and eventually on the
shit.
fourth or fifth time, I think I said out loud, "Fuck this," and actually put it
Oh
on.
my God. Was it the Arms of the Angel album?
Yeah, it was terrible.
So you listened to it 4 times, and then you were like, I can't. And he wouldn't have.
It was Sarah McLachlan for 4 hours.
No, I couldn't deal with that either.
She's been Sarah McLachlan for however many years she's been alive. I couldn't even
Yeah.
imagine that. It's terrifying.
She's like, ugh,
Fucking terrifying.
I'm Sarah McLachlan again today.
Alie, how have you quit a job that you've loved doing?
I had this job when I was in college. I had like 17 jobs all the time ever for like all of my moments were spent having shitty jobs all of the time. And I worked at an organic produce stand on the back of a gas station, and I had a roommate named Ben who was in his underpants, and I was like leaving for work, and he was like, "Go spray some lettuce," and I was like, "Fuck you, Ben," and then I was like. Cut to 15 minutes later where I'm spraying lettuce, and I was like, I can't. And I was making like $4 an hour.
Oh, Jesus.
And there were these dachshunds that would try to attack you. They were like crows. They were like, I don't know, maybe they were afraid of the lettuce gun.
Maybe.
So yeah, so I was like,
Crows.
and I was like, how am I gonna? I was like, I gotta quit this job. And so I told the guy who was this total dick. I was like, you know what? I've been thinking about this job, and you can actually take the job, and you can actually shove it.
Yeah,
And then because I knew I'd never get to say it again.
Yeah. What did he
So then-
say?
He's like, well, if that's how you feel, then goodbye. And I was like,
Oh my
okay.
God.
I've got a pretty good job quitting story.
Yeah,
Let's hear it.
It's a little bit long if you got the time.
give it to us.
And if you can put some like easy, like maybe Gordon Lightfoot behind this story or something.
We'll
edit.
try and soundtrack this. Do you want me to beatbox?
Don't worry, we'll edit this out if it's boring. I'm kidding.
And then
I
just-
don't know
for
why.
my life.
I don't know why I'm like kind of like fucking with you a little bit because you,
You
can
do.
take
That's
it.
your whole thing. With
As soon as-
our whole dynamic.
I know, but
As soon as Ned walked in the door, we started fucking with him. Before the,
Alie started teasing him and like purposely making him uncomfortable. And now I'm kind of being like a dick to you, but I'm not. And I love you. I think you're great. I don't not like you at all. Like in the like Pete Holmes episode, I was kind of a dick to him because
Yeah.
I thought he was
I
kind of
love
being a
Pete
dick.
Holmes.
Yeah, but
Was he in the TP as well?
he's been in the teepee.
Oh, he's great. He's good people.
But I like you a lot. But it's kind of fun because you
he's our little
laugh all the
brother.
time.
He's our little brother.
Yeah, you laugh when we fuck with you.
Yeah.
I learned this week that I can embarrass myself and others more easily than I thought. Ned came in with a girl, and
Yeah,
I
he did.
True.
and I started immediately. I called her his girlfriend without knowing the status of their relationship, and then I started making one finger in the hole of the other hand fucking gestures at them, being
true.
like, "Oh, so you guys?" And then I was like, "What am I doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm embarrassing Ned."
It was very out of character for you, Alie. Like I was like, wow, but it's totally because it's Ned.
I feel bad that the girl was like, "Who the fuck is this?"
And
I was
she's like our age. It's like Ned's a little younger than us, but she's like someone we know, and she's like our age. So it's
We
like,
really-
I'm sure she's like these fucking chicks are.
We should have started recording as soon as Ned walked in the door because it was a shit show as soon as there was a knock on the door. Anyway, do you want to tell us this job quitting story? Make it snappy because we have a lot of questions to ask you.
Fucking shit, dude.
Don't give us a word
There we go,
salad.
that's the dynamic.
I feel like
love
we're
you.
like the older sisters who
We
are
love you.
actually having a slumber party, and we let our little brother come in.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're
kinda
gonna
one of
put
them.
makeup on you, Ned.
Oh,
Okay. 'Cause That's what
Hardcore.
that's what older sisters do.
I'm gonna braid your hair. What's your story?
No, it's a really good job quitting story. I worked at Oinkster in Eagle Rock.
Okay.
That was like when I first started writing or
It's a
whatever.
burger place,
actually
guys.
A good little tangent into questions or whatever. But I worked as a cashier at Oinkster, and I was dating this girl at the time, and she knew that I really wanted to quit. Someone had offered me a gig doing like $12. It was $12 a post, which is nothing.
Oh
For like 200 words. But I figured if I could do that if I did 5 or 6 articles, I would make more than I was making at the fast food place. So I just sit at the coffee shop on my days off and then do that. And she knew I was doing, my girlfriend at the time, Nicole, she knew that I was doing that on the side, and that was making me a lot happier than working at the fast food place. So one day she was like, "Hey, I bet I drive you." So I was like, "Shit, I gotta go to work. This really sucks." And I like put on my work outfit and stood in the doorway and just like did that huge exhale and just like, I really don't want to go. Like, what the fuck? And she's like, "Let me drive you to work." Because it was like I could walk there. It was like a 3-block walk. And so she started driving, and we got to the stoplight where she could have taken a left into where Oinkster. It's the greatest. Yeah, into the Youngster parking lot or straight forward down Colorado Boulevard towards Pasadena. And she just kept going. And it was one of those. And then I was just like, "What? You got to turn here. You have to turn here. I need to go to work." And she's like, "Do you want this job?" And I'm like, "I really don't." And she's like, "Well, don't. Then don't do it."
Wow, cool.
And
It's
then
like a
kept
John-
going. And
She
then our
sounds
phone
cool.
she is really cool, actually. We actually keep in touch. She's very
It sounds
good
like a
people.
John Cusack moment in a like.
It was very.
And then were you in like a Chevy Nova? And was
It was
there
a
like
drive off
a,
into
the
the sunset.
was
What's
playing?
that giant, horrible car?
Hummer.
No,
The
she
Malibu?
drove what's the one? It looks like a.
Which
just
movie?
a-
First off, which movie?
What movie?
Who drove? Who? Oh, Nicole's car.
Nicole.
Oh, she actually did drive a shitty car.
Yeah, she
like
drove
a John Hughes movie.
A giant Chevy Avalanche. It was something ridiculous.
don't know what that
it was
is.
How did I know?
It wasn't right.
So she abducted you.
It looked like two cars had peed on each other and then just run off the road. It was not right.
Allie starts to Google Chevy
Keep forgetting
Avalanche.
there's a dude outside here.
Oh yeah, we have Dustin, our podcast producer.
I just looked over and I'm like, those shoes have feet in them.
Yeah, I know.
Poor Dustin
Oh.
always is outside of the GP and never gets to come in. We should have Dustin as a guest sometime.
Take
Okay, let's ask Dustin. Let's
Let's ask Dustin. Let's ask Ned some questions.
let's ignore Ned and ask Dustin some questions.
That would happen too. That would totally happen.
You ready for a slumber party question, Ned?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is a good.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is a good one to start with. I think.
For a guy, yeah, that's a good one.
Because Ned, you're on the internet a lot.
Yes.
You're it's true. You're on the internet a lot. People know you on the internet. Do you have an internet crush right now on anyone?
Doesn't have
It doesn't have to be a girl.
sexual.
You can have a crush on a. You can have a crush on a meme.
on what someone's
on a-
doing.
you can have a crush on a
Company.
site, on a blog. Who's someone on the internet that you enjoy stalking?
Oh God, I have to try to think of this.
Allie, do you have someone lately that you like?
Katie Weaver, who works for Gawker. She's fucking hilarious. No, Julie Weiner. I don't know how you pronounce her last name. I've never met her or even talked to her. She's a fucking brilliant writer.
Does she write for Gawker?
Ridiculous. For Vanity Fair. And Katie Weaver, who works for Gawker, is amazing.
So Katie Weaver works for Gawker.
Yeah, I think she still does.
And the other one was
Wiener.
Julie Weiner.
Wiener,
Julie
who works for
Wiener.
Vanity Fair. So look those
Vanity
people
Fair.
up and read their shit. They're great.
Yeah, they're both really, really, really
Nice.
good.
Are you
It's one of-
follow-
It's a little bit like, fanboy kind of a thing. Like, I'll try and reply them.
Does that ever work?
Post. Yeah, like, I like the words.
They favorited my at reply. We have a connection.
Allie, do you have a new one right now? I'll say one. I took a writing class by this chick, Amelia Gray, and she's a short story writer, short fiction, and she's excellent, and
She
everyone should
has
look
a
her up.
name that sounds like a character in a short story.
I know, doesn't she?
Are you just thinking about 50 Shades of Grey? Because is that where your mind is at right now?
No.
No? Okay. Just checking.
or Allie, or you know what? Here's another one. Are you stalking any hashtags on Instagram? Is there one that you always look up, like when you can't sleep? Like Allie has the, what is it called, Allie?
Oh, I can't stop looking at Brussels Griffins. But also I've started looking up dogs in costumes. Oh, here's someone that I like a lot on the internets.
I don't understand.
Charlene de Guzman. Who is that? Charlene de Guzman. I don't know who this girl is. What? Do you not like her? Oh.
Who is she?
Dustin loves
Dustin
her.
loves her. Who is
I have
she?
no idea who she is, but she's really
Well, what do you mean? Like, do
fucking
you follow
funny.
her?
I follow her on the Twitters. Charlene de Guzman. I'm into her.
What kind of stuff does she tweet?
She's funny, stupid
Funny
stuff.
she does.
Just
Oh.
weird. Although
You're
she's
like the prom queen. Look at your phone. Jesus.
What does that mean?
what the
because it's
Popular. That was,
bedazzled?
all these things
Oh.
that-
no, I'm just getting emails. I'm getting those sweet LinkedIn updates, and my phone's buzzing, and Ned is jealous. Ned, okay, we have another question for you.
Oh, good.
Do you have a secret talent
I think so.
other than getting embarrassed by two older bitches? We're like 2 years older
I
than
know,
you.
we're really not that older than
I know.
Yeah.
Great.
What's your secret talent that you think you
I
have?
can't say it on the radio.
What?
Oh.
Oh, okay. So that
on the
means
radio.
licking crotches. Okay,
Ew.
next. I don't know. If you can't say your secret
probably
talent on
what
the
it
radio, then
means.
that means usually
This
something
isn't
sexual.
The radio. This is a fucking podcast where we could.
But how much do you want to hear about
None
that
of
in
it.
detail?
None of it.
Just confirm or deny.
I don't want to hear it. And I'm
Okay.
thinking it.
Okay.
Well, okay. So then we know that
Well, congratulations to your girlfriend, though.
he's hot in the sack. Ned Hepburn I don't know about this.
Does every guy think they're good at that, though?
Yep, every guy
think
thinks
they
they're
do.
amazing
Right?
at that.
Yeah.
What guy's like, hey, I got to be honest with you, I'm really
don't
not
know
good
what
at
the
this,
fuck I'm doing.
but I can make a casserole. I wish a guy would just be fucking honest with me.
You know, because you can teach someone how to, but you can also teach someone how to make a casserole. I don't know. I'm confused.
You can teach me. I don't. Which
The
is
mushrooms
harder?
are kicking in.
Oh no! So you're saying some people are bad at oral, but everyone can make a
I
casserole?
just think that everyone should be open to direction in casserole and otherwise.
I don't. I have never. I mean, because I use a megaphone if it's not going well, and that's always worked. Always just be honest about it, you guys.
I had a girlfriend when I was 16 who like was very. She thought that ketchup was too spicy. So, but on the sexual level, she was very well versed. So to
What does
speak,
that
and she
mean?
kinda
What are
taught
those
me.
two things?
How did
are
those
two-
alike?
The what?
How are those two things
She wasn't
adventurous?
She wasn't smart, and I mean that the nicest way possible.
Wait,
But she
taste?
no, but like when, in terms of God, I can't believe this is getting
he's
recorded. isn't it,
he's
shit?
vaguely rubbed like
He just-
pointing towards his genital area.
He just
right now.
rubbed the air outside of his genitals, so that's all we know what is happening right now.
Gesture.
It's actually the name of my poetry chat, but
the air outside.
Outside of my
it's
genitals.
actually that. It's really weird that you brought that up.
So she was very
Can we
stupid.
talk about that?
She was very stupid because she didn't like
thought
ketchup.
Ketchup was spicy, and she was good in the sack because she was dumb.
Though I think
No,
that's just,
no, but we had nothing in common. We were like 16. It was ridiculous. But she taught me all sorts of things about like what goes here and
She
what,
45?
what thing goes where and all that shit.
Where does the pee-pee go? Baby Ned asks.
Ned's putting a pillow on his lap now.
Where does
Lay
it
down
go,
as well.
guys? It's okay if it makes you feel any better. I was too nervous to go to sex ed in 5th grade, and I didn't know what a boner was until like 9th grade. I didn't. I was like, it changes shape. I think it was like Terminator. I was like, it's a shapeshifter because I was too.
Mercury.
I didn't understand. I was like, what? Because in 5th grade, I was like, I knew that going to the sex ed seminar meant like we'd have to talk about periods and stuff, and I just got too nervous, and I said I had a stomach ache.
Do you think everyone was going to turn to you and be like, gotcha,
Like
Allie? Like,
Right.
just like it's all you that they're.
What, you mean like during the sex ed seminar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that they're like, let's inspect Allie's armpits for hair or something. No,
Like,
I
Allie's
just
the
too
only one who
nervous.
doesn't know about this.
I was too nervous. And so, yeah, I found out what a boner was. Not firsthand, I'll tell you that much, guys. I found out from
literally
him.
firsthand.
Nope.
That was like your John Lennon moment when he was
What?
walking by a bass guitar store or whatever.
He's like, wait a minute.
They change
This
shapes.
is it.
Wait,
Yep.
do bass guitars get boners?
What I need to do.
They might.
Okay, ask another question.
What's your weirdest obsession, Ned? Do you have any obsessions right now that you're like, God, why am I so into this? Let's not talk about the air around your genitals. Or do.
No, it's not.
Do you have any weird obsessions?
I'm trying to think.
Like, is
Mine
there
would be
something when-
teepees, evidently.
Apparently, I used to collect. What was the Lisa Marie? No, what was the stationery that was super popular when we were kids?
Oh, Mary Englebright?
No, something like that.
Like Holly Hobby?
Yeah, like something like that. Dustin, you know what I'm talking about?
No, Dustin was born in 1992. He does not know anything about our childhood. 85, 92, same
please.
difference. So you were obsessed with stationery?
Yeah, I can't remember the chick's name though. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. They're like, it was like you had caboodles and you collected this kind of stationery.
You guys write in. Let us know.
Please let us know. I can't
Let us
remember what
know.
it's
Do you have any obsessions, Ned?
I'm gonna go with quiz shows actually.
Really?
Oh.
Like specifically British quiz shows like QI. You know QI?
No.
QI is brilliant. It's
What is it?
amazing. It's basically like a trivia show, but they pick like they're going through the entire alphabet by season. So like the first season was all stuff that began with A. The second season was stuff that began with
That's
B.
cool.
Whoa.
And they were on K. The last one I watched was K, and it was
Holy
like killers.
shit.
And so they went like all this stuff like really in depth about.
Georgia would
killers.
hate that.
I love
But
it.
it's
I want to read it.
basically-
George, I love
it's
that.
Stephen Fry, who's like a national treasure.
Yeah.
in England. He's ridiculous.
Love
He's
him.
Amazing.
What is it? QY?
QI, the letter
QI.
the letter I.
Oh, I want to watch
And it's
that.
really funny. And I don't know why panel shows haven't made a hit over here, and I think they will. Like just in terms of podcast culture.
Pitch it.
I don't know
Pitch
why.
it.
I've been
Okay,
watching is
animation.
I've been watching Family Feud, and it makes me uncomfortable and angry.
Can I tell you something?
I know there's something.
My mom was on Family
I know
Feud.
that.
Why does it make you angry?
Because it's so idiotic.
Yeah, I
Like
know.
everyone on it, except for your mom, is like
Family
fucking
Feud.
stupid. It's Steve Harvey, and he is like his fake laugh. Oh my God, it makes me so uncomfortable.
That's put in post, though. They put that in his fake laugh is totally put in. He's actually animatronic.
I would buy that. Like under this suit, there's like
He has a
wires.
mustache, right? That's the,
Yeah.
He has a big old mustache. You want to hear the story of my mom on Family Feud?
Yeah.
She won $13,000 in a vacuum cleaner. So Family
In a
Feud.
vacuum cleaner?
And I mean, it was all dusty, crumpled in a vacuum cleaner. Fucking earn it. She
stole it in the vacuum cleaner.
I was picturing one of those, like, you get in the booth and you have to, like, vacuum up all the money.
I
those
always
things?
wanted one of those,
That's
like
so
as
cool.
much money as you can shove in your bra.
Totally.
She got kissed on the lips by a wet open mouth kiss by Richard Dawson on camera.
Gross.
But the best part is the reason they won $13,000 is because they cheated. And they won 7 games in a row. What happened is they got into Winnebago to go down to Burbank to try out for this show, and they were playing the home game on the way to practice. And what they did not know,
Bay Area.
they're from the Bay Area. So in the 6 hours that they played it, they answered a lot of questions. And when they got on the show, a lot of those questions were on the show.
That's not cheating.
way.
That's
So they already
stupid
knew.
result.
That's preparation.
They just did their research. So they was like, things you do when you're angry. And
They're
they
like-
knew the answer was count to 10. So they just fucking swept it because they're like,
For them.
Anyway,
That
so-
reminds. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about
$13,000.
90210 right now.
hey. Wait, so did we say, so your obsession is quiz shows?
Yeah.
That's a good obsession.
Yeah, that's
I don't know
cool.
why. I mean, I genuinely don't know why they're not popular over here. There's a kind
'Cause
of
we're
like
stupid.
A dearth.
How do you feel
Yeah.
about Jeopardy? Are you cool with that?
Jeopardy's? But Jeopardy's so old that I think people just think it's a thing on. If it went away, then more
Oh.
people would freak out. I think, but it's been on for so long, and people aren't. It's not really new.
Yeah.
Fucking what's the guy's name? Doug loves movies. So what's his name? Doug
Doug
Benson.
Benson?
Benson,
Mhm.
Yeah. Like that could be on TV or something like that. Like
Don't
some sort
say
of,
these on a podcast. Pitch them to a network and then take us out to dinner.
I'm not a manager or anything. I just walk around like Forrest Gump, like getting things done somehow.
You guys, if anyone's a manager, talk to Ned Hepburn.
Ned knows a lot of. Has a lot of.
Ned
ideas
has a
for
lot
quiz
of great
shows.
ideas. Are we going to talk about that we learned that he was dating your roommate?
Yeah, Ned's dating my old roommate.
That's one thing I learned is that Ned is dating.
Me and her are old roommates too. Like,
Who was?
And now she's roommates with a girl that I was friends with a long time ago, totally randomly.
Yeah, yeah.
So Georgia had this roommate when I met Georgia. She was living in this house, and it was this cute little house in Echo Park, Silver Lake. And she had this roommate. And then Ned is like, "Hey, I'm coming to LA, and I did not know you were going to come to visit a girl who was Georgia's old roommate. I'm feeling like the world is very small." And
Who
then
was
I
also
said,
your old roommate, and you
Yeah,
guys had a
yeah.
crush on each other and never
I had
touched.
the biggest crush on her.
"You did?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cute."
She's one of those like cool girls who's like in bands and she's only a musician and she's like laid back.
She used to work at like Tower Records. It's like the whole thing.
Aw.
Where it's like if I could quantum leap back in time when I was
Oh.
17.
Like, I'm gonna date her?
29, like
That's gonna be your fucking
the
girlfriend.
girl with the labrae piercing. It's called like it's gonna happen.
I worked at Tower Records.
Really?
I had a
Yeah,
little
I got
piercing.
sexually harassed, and then I quit. A guy.
That story ended sad.
I'm so sorry. No, it's
That was
okay.
Old bait and switch with Alie Ward.
No, I was super goth, and I got like very harshly sexually harassed. Where like
Ew.
my boss like showed me his dick and would say like, and then pinned me up against a wall and
on a regular basis, or this happened one time?
gave me an Indian burn. No, it happened several times, and finally I was like, I will need to get you. And I was like a little feminist. I was like, oh, I'll be getting you fired. He got reprimanded, but yeah, he was terrible. His name was Tom.
What's his name? Tell his name.
I can't remember his last name. His name was Tom, though. He was like he
Free
was.
Tom.
He gave me an Indian burn, like I
Who
had.
does that?
And by the way, please don't write in that that you're enraged about Native American culture. He gave me a really bad bruise on my arm because I had a boyfriend.
Did you show someone?
Wait, because you had a boyfriend?
Yeah, he was
Is
like-
he 4? Like
Yeah, like, I
He's
don't
a
know.
predator.
Yeah, he was terrible. But Tower Records was fun, and it was
You sure about that?
well. I liked getting to put on music. I liked at the time. Anyway, wait, I had a.
conversational dubstep. With
I'm
you every
sorry.
Once in a while. Like, seriously, like it's
Womp
kind of
Oh
like
my god, Ned, stop saying smart. Conversational dubstep is something you need to fucking patent because that's the best.
Conversational
should've patented so
dubstep.tumblr.
much.
Oh, it's so good. Like, conversational dubstep.
What were you talking about right before that?
I don't remember.
Um,
Girlfriends and.
Oh yeah. But I wanted to ask. The reason I bring it up is because you posted on your Instagram a picture of she came to pick you up at the airport with like a sign that had your name on it that was all cute, and then in a chauffeur outfit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Were you
Really
surprised?
happened. I was really surprised because she joked about it, and it's one of those things you don't expect anyone. I was coming down the LAX, and I was going down the escalator.
That's
And I
cute.
was thinking about it. And then you saw it. this thing which I was literally just thinking about. Like, I bet she's not going to do that. Like, I want,
She like brought it.
She
Yeah,
really
she
She was
brought
like,
it.
"Here's what I'm working with."
She's fucking great, man. She's good
Have you ever
people.
picked someone up from the airport?
I was just going to say that airport pickups.
That's important shit.
They can be, if you are creative about it,
Yeah.
they can be clever. I think I picked someone up once in my a long time ago in a trench coat with nothing.
I did that.
You picked each
I
other
think
up.
you're thinking of my story.
You guys picked each other
Wait,
up.
I definitely went to someone's house in a trench coat. Maybe I thought it was from the airport. Maybe I just Oh, fuck.
Wow.
Oh, no, Allie. We can't hang out anymore because suddenly.
Shit, dude.
Oh, shit, you're right.
She's like, I had red hair, and I just got done reading this bug book, and
Oh, my God. I definitely have done that before, but I just took your story and, like, this scares me a little.
that's hilarious. I went to the airport in a trench coat and nothing. I had this
I'm
boyfriend that would
embarrassed
travel
that I
a lot.
stole your
I was
fucking
I was
story.
like, I wonder. You started saying trench coat. I was like,
Impressive.
I'm pretty sure that's my. I don't know. Maybe you did.
But I'm
it
like,
in a-
remember, but I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I did that. But I'm like, I must not have.
I don't think you did.
I don't think I did either.
I picked up a boyfriend in a blonde wig and glasses once because he told me that when he was in college he used to have crushes on girls with blonde wigs and glasses. So I waited to be like,
What?
yeah, I know. Why did he tell me that? I wasn't blonde. But
Men are fucking stupid.
well, he was stupid.
Genuinely, like, never keep going. Sorry.
But he kept just walking around the terminal looking for me, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. He's not even like making eye contact with me. And I watched him look for me for a while.
Oh my God. I did have my last boyfriend was really good about like, remember Alie? He'd pick me up and have flowers.
I
and
remember
shit.
because I didn't have a boyfriend, and he would pick both of us up, and then you guys would reunite and start making out at the baggage claim, and I'd be like, cool. and then I'd ride in the back seat on the way home.
I'm sorry.
And at the time, I was dating a guy who had a scooter, so like off and on. So there are two reasons why he wouldn't pick me up: is it wasn't a real relationship, and he drove something that was essentially a John Deere lawnmower.
The way that you said scooter was indicative of how you felt about the entire relationship.
Oh, he was an okay guy. It just was.
Let's ask another question. For this
Yeah.
gentleman
Okay.
here.
Oh, do you have any ghost stories?
Yeah, Ned.
Dude,
Come the fuck on.
Come
I bet
on.
you, because you grew up in England until you were what, like 12 months old or something?
I
Ghost
just-
stories?
I
You
told
grew up in
Alie-
England.
It's an
There's
older
ghosts in
country.
England.
I
What?
just told you my ghost story the other day too.
I know. I still can't believe that.
Ned, tell us yours.
Georgia told me a ghost story that she had been sitting on, and I was like, what? Okay. But Ned, tell us yours.
It's pretty deep, actually, if you don't mind me kind of going
Go
on this whole
there.
thing or whatever.
Go there.
My best, let me start off like whatever. But, my best friend Jeff died when I was 11.
Oi.
He died of an aneurysm like
Holy
that.
shit.
It's really fucking weird.
Huge fear
He
of
was
mine.
like, it was a really, really good friend, and I moved over from England when I was 9, and basically he was like the one cool kid who. How can I put this? He was like the one cool kid that kind of like he was like, no, this kid's all right, and blah blah blah.
At your
and all
new
that kind of
home.
shit. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
he was a nice guy. This is great. The teepee really adds to this fucking story.
I know. I wish it was dark in here.
I know this is like an audio thing, but you guys are both looking at me like I'm just
Yeah,
like, do
because
some
we
sort of
love
magic
this. Go.
but no, he was a really, really good guy, and he died very suddenly. It was very sad. But he was one of those guys where everyone in the class was very, everyone liked him, kind of a thing. And we all went to, I think we went on like I think the school like sent the entire fucking class on like a field trip, like about maybe a month or two into the actual semester. So we went for some camping thing, blah blah blah. And one of the things we had to do, it was like the second to last night or something, was we had to walk up. It was so fucking hokey, and it was all these like 19-year-old, like suburban white kids like doing. This
It was
fucking
camping
thing.
and had nothing to do with this guy's death. right?
Well, like the school kind of was just like this class is. It was like a 30-person class or something like that.
Okay.
So they kind of sent us all on this thing at some point.
Was it to cheer you up a little bit?
I think so. Looking back, I never really thought about it until I just started talking about it. But I think it was like a thing to like kind of get everyone out of the mode of like this kid died. He actually he spent like the last night like at my house, like, and he died the next day. So
At
it was
his
like,
house?
Oh my
I was
God.
like gone for like a couple of years, and that was like completely
Holy
indicative of now
shit.
this is who I am as a person. Anyway, so one of the things we had to do, and like I think the camp counselors knew that some shit was going down for sure. So they did this whole thing where they were really nice and kind of hokey and all that kind of shit. And the last night it was like a fake Indian ceremony thing or something like that. I know it keeps coming up, doesn't it? God damn. I'm gonna get the letters for this. what was it? We had to walk. We walked to the top of the hill, this hill thing, and I think they did some sort of like fake bullshit, just kind of like, this young Indian kid, and he learned his way by walking to the bottom of the hill in the dark. You just have to follow the trail and all this other shit. Also, I'll get to the interesting part. What happened? I was the second to last person to go. Like, it was like 30, I think 40 kids in that class. So like 38 kids went before I did. And what happened? I was like the second last person to go, so I just started walking down this hill, and I was like, I'm 11, so I was still kind of afraid of the dark at that point. I was still kind of freaked out by it. And here's what I thought happened. I was scared, and there's a big bend in the road, and I saw this deer, and it sounds like I'm fucking making it up. I swear to God, like even thinking about it now, it's like it really does feel quite real. I saw this deer, and then I heard someone say, and I thought it was my friend Blake, who was pretty close to Jeff as well, say, like, look at the deer. And I mean, it's like, what, he wanted to talk about the deer. And for the whole time, I thought it was Blake talking to me about this deer. And just like, holy shit. He's like, this is great. And I was, I think I said something along the lines of, like, I'm pretty scared. And he's like, nah, to keep going. It's going to be all right. And, God, this is really weird to talk about. And I know I just kept walking, kept talking to this thing that I thought was Blake, and got to the bottom of the hill, turned around to say, something like thank you, or, like thank blah, 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 or whatever. And I see Blake like 20 feet away talking to fucking like two other dudes.
Holy shit.
And it was like, I would look back and there was like literally nobody there. I don't particularly believe in ghosts or like God with a big capital G or any kind of shit like that, but like I do believe there's things that sort of happen. I'm pretty agnostic, but there's obviously like residual, I'm getting all metaphysical or whatever the fucking physical about it, but I do believe that there's things that stick around or something like that, some sort of spirit energy without getting like totally fucking happy.
No,
I totally
it.
agree.
That's
Creep. Did you tell anyone?
Yeah, I told Blake.
What did you do?
I went up to Blake and I'm just like, I was like, did you see that deer as well? He's like, what are you talking about?
You didn't see it?
Yeah, I don't know if I imagined it, if it was a thing of like me trying to process it, getting
meaning.
over Jeff's death or whatever, but it was really fucking eerie.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, it's a real
super
thing.
creepy.
It's super creepy.
I have goosebumps.
Yeah, me too right now, actually, just talking about it. It's really odd.
Georgia had a ghost situation that she didn't tell me about until this past week.
Well, it only happened like 2 weeks. What was it, 2 or 3
Yeah.
weeks
Did
ago?
you date a ghost?
I dated a ghost for like 3 years. And then he was like, I'm a ghost. Bye. And I'm like, oh, I must have been a ghost. Weird.
Is that why I didn't have a job?
The couch? Weird. That's why I don't owe you any money because I'm a ghost. Yeah, it was really weird.
I was with you when you met him. I remember that.
Yeah, well, he was a ghost. No, we were in a hotel in New York for
A few weeks ago.
And I was sitting at the desk, which was right next to the door by myself, like after Alie and I had a long day of work, so I was really tired. And I was writing on the computer, and I hear like right next to me, between the desk and the front door, I hear someone go, Georgia. And I heard it. Like, I heard them whisper my name.
Jesus.
And I actually looked out the peephole to see if, like, Alie was, like, whispering my name outside the door or something. But she wasn't. But, like...
Did you hear any doors open or close?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
There was nobody. I heard a weird whispering noise that could have been anything. But it sounded a lot, very much like my name.
And I didn't know this, and I was 2 doors away, not knowing that this hotel had a ghost infestation. Like, excuse me.
I know. I don't know why I was just like, okay, that was a thing. And then I went for a walk and came back and was like,
By going for a walk, you mean you fled from the ghost scene?
I was like, okay, that happened. I'm going to go for a walk. And then when I come back, if something else happens, then I'll, if it had happened again, I think I would have been like, oh, this is a thing. But, could have been anything. I was tired. There was like a party. I could hear a party down on the other end of the hallway. So maybe
party
it was
of
just
whisperers.
like, yeah, maybe it was just like, my ear was playing tricks on me or something.
I'm trying to think, though, did I whisper your name? Because a lot of times they'll put us on different floors, or else we'll claw at each other and stuff. But no, they'll just put us on different floors because there's not any rooms next to each other. And I'm like, did I say your name at all? I was like, I don't think I
Why
did.
would you stick your head out of your door and be like, Georgia?
I don't know.
I don't think he would have done that. Plus, I think we had been texting, too.
Yeah, that's
So he
true.
would have just texted me.
You do have like an old-timey name, too.
Yeah, I know.
So you think a ghost would be
Georgia
like...
Hot Stuff.
Yeah.
Like it is kind of like a,
You know
You've
what
got
is
the kind of name that Morgan Freeman can say.
right? Well, you know what's weird is that my mom,
I'm gonna laugh at him. Great.
when my mom was like in her 30s and she was in New York, she heard her father yell her name out of the window where she was staying at the house she was staying at, and she ran out to the window and nobody was there, and her dad died that night.
Right? Creepy.
But then, and the other thing was that when I was born, my mom was laying in the hospital bed with me next to her, and she whispered my name in her ear, Georgia, and I smiled, which babies aren't supposed to do. So if my mom had died that night, then I would have been like, that was a fucking thing. But my mom didn't die that night. So it's,
Whoa.
so it's fine.
What if someone you know from Twitter died that night? What if someone you don't know, but it's just like an online friend?
Oh, I thought you were cool.
Yeah.
Georgia.
Who knows?
Yeah, if someone had died that night, maybe I'd have been like, I fucking believe. But nobody died that night.
Georgia still
Twitter,
doesn't believe.
Social media and death, though, it's a really fucking weird thing because you got to wonder, like, what if your last post or something fucking stupid?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? This is so sad. But that guy from Glee, Corey Monty,
Yeah.
I remember he died, and his last Twitter was like, "What the hell is this Sharknado?" And then fucking died the next day.
No, that's the worst tweet to end on.
He's like, "Oh, I get it. It's sharks in a tornado." Hashtag Sharknado died.
Guys. That's why
Your
your
last
last
written published.
profound thing.
All the time. I'm just gonna. Actually, I woke up in the middle of the night at 4 a.m. this past week, terrified of death. Like the fact that like this body is going to decompose, and also everyone I know, like just suddenly struck me in a really weird, visceral way. And I texted the last guy I dated at 4:25 in the morning, and all I texted was like, "I'm going to die one day, and I'm so afraid."
Oh my God.
And I was like, completely
do some
sober.
texts like that every once in a
Just
while.
sometimes I'll just be like, and I put it out into the ether. But if I were him, I'd be like, what the fuck is this? He was very nice. He's like, I'm sorry.
I just read,
scared.
Matt Dwyer, our friend. He interviews really interesting people for his podcast Conversations with Matt Dwyer, and he just interviewed a woman who is into green burial. She's like in this green burial movement, which I think means you just fucking get buried in the
Just put you in the
goddamn
ground.
The Green
yeah,
Burial movement. It's
and
green
about
band.
decomposition. We should all listen to.
No,
this.
it's where you feed your body to coyotes, and you're like, bye.
See you later.
I mean,
I'm
right?
cool with that.
What?
The idea that you put your body in like a lead
To
casing.
be preserved
Getting
for some
fucking,
reason.
cremated.
Yeah, who doesn't? I don't know. Who knows, you guys? Any second, though. Oh well.
Alie, I
How
want
much
you
is
to take
cremation?
my urns.
It's like $13.50 or something.
Take my
like
ass.
that.
How do you know that?
When my dad died,
Oh,
like I learned,
shit.
I kind of
Good job,
family-
Alie.
No, it's all good, but like never mind. But like, no, I remember like the numbers were fascinating about it and everything. Like, what is it? The
Funerals cost like $6,000.
funeral procession is as much. The hearse. When how am I word? It's a fucking word salad today.
You're in
What
LA.
is it? No,
Salads
the
are okay.
hearse procession costs as much as a New York taxi. Exactly as much as a New York taxi. It's
Really?
like however much it is for a quarter mile. Like it's
Oh,
the exact same
weird.
thing.
Oh man.
It's really weird. Like how like all the expenses for that.
I'm gonna get lost at sea. I want a turtle to eat me.
Yeah, just like push you off a boat.
I have to say though, if a wild animal were gonna eat my carcass until I didn't exist, I think a turtle would be
What about a bunch
cute.
of crow? What about a murder
No,
of
'cause-
crows?
I feel like they're kind of dicks, but I mean, imagine a turtle slowly nomming at you. That's okay.
It's pretty cute.
Have you ever seen a turtle eat an apple?
Or
It's
bunnies.
fucking adorable.
Bunnies would be cute.
Nibble, 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 nibble. I'm okay with that. That's my green burial. Feed me to a goddamn
Should we
turtle.
do one more question and then fuck that?
Yeah,
we do the snack one.
Oh,
It's my
keep going.
favorite one.
It's just fun. I'm getting into this.
We're gonna have a 5-hour podcast with Ned Hepburn.
Yeah, this could be like the
I also like calling you
Criterion collection like version. Where it's like all these extras.
a box set.
that nobody buys.
Hep Nedburn, the 17-hour podcast. Okay, this is Georgia's favorite, so I'm going to let her ask it.
Okay, is there a snack that when nobody's around, it's late at night, you can't sleep, and you like eat it standing up, and you feel like you should feel shame, but you don't? Like your favorite midnight snack?
Oh god, this is fucking because I live in New York and I got really into it. But lox, like I'll eat it right out of the fucking packet.
Ew,
Your
really?
fingers?
And you
With your stinky fish fingers?
Yeah.
It's just shameful, like just standing in front of it. It really is.
Just straight up.
It's not right.
No,
Like,
it's great. I
shouldn't
love
happen.
lox.
No, I love it too, but you shouldn't like just like eat it out with your hands out of a bag. It's like we've been on this planet for how many fucking years? Like millions of years, and I'm going to a refrigerator to get lox, which I'm going to eat with my fist. Like a fist of fish that I spent $20 on.
I love it.
Like, it's brilliant. And then he's like, "Rah."
That's exactly why I like that question, is because everyone
Yeah.
is like, this is the fucking crazy ass stupid thing I do, and I love it.
I'll eat salmon
Do you-
for days.
Do you sit in bed and smell your fingers afterwards?
Yeah.
Just go gross.
Just in
Gross.
general, really.
Gross.
Yeah, always.
What you doing, Ned? Finger sniffing. Sweet.
Hanging out with my fingers.
Georgia, what's yours lately?
Lately, let's see. Nothing really weird, which is a bummer. A lot of cracker. I've been really into salty lately. So definitely like stuffing my entire. But then the problem with that is that my cat really likes when I eat something crunchy. He's like, "What are you eating?" and like paws at me until I give. So
Do you
So-
baby bird him?
no. So when I eat, so the weird thing is that when I eat like chips, I have to constantly give them to my cat, or else he'll fucking bug the shit out of me. So
Oh, I
I feed
know.
my cat chips while I'm eating them too, which is like
Does he like chips? Or does he just want to
I
lick
thought
them?
your cat was named Chips for a second.
No.
It's Elvis.
It's
Elvis.
Elvis. He'll eat tortilla chips with me, and it's like, so that's not that weird. Like, it's not like eating food out of the fridge, but I'm the sad woman like stuffing my face with chips and hummus and
That's so
feeding
for
them to my
you.
cat at the same time.
I just pictured Elvis nosing a bowl of guac into the living room, being like, I made guac.
Hey, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
He's
What's
like
up?
your Wilfred or something. Like a kind
Yeah,
of,
he is. I have a video of him meowing if you guys want to hear it.
I'm good.
Okay.
It's really fun. I want to do more questions.
My obsession with fake
Yeah.
whip topping continues. I just will I'll walk past the Cool Whip aisle, and they have this Cool Whip called True Whip, which is supposed to be better for you because it's $1 more, and it's not made with like corn syrup or something. I don't know. It's
We're
got
on
whatever.
day 138 of Allie's Cool Obsession count.
oh, Jesus.
Continues.
I've probably eaten like 4 of those in the last month, and I don't put it on anything. I just eat it with a spoon. Sometimes I'll be washing dishes, and I'm like, I'm just washing spoons. And I was like, oh, I gotta go shopping.
Oh, no.
Let's ask him. Let's add.
One more.
Okay,
Fuck that.
you know
Does take
what?
one.
No, let's ask him this one. Yeah, we haven't asked this one in a while.
Do you have a can't live without beauty product or DIY beauty trick?
Do you have any grooming things
You're
where
a
you're like,
little
you know
metro.
what? I've been gargling with hydrogen peroxide, and it's or any
heard-
grooming and tips or tricks.
Fuck.
You're like
Nose hair trimmer? Do you have a nose?
medicated
No,
powders
it's
that
just
you like.
shameful. I just go right for it.
You pluck
You
it?
pluck your
with
nose hairs?
fingers?
It's disgusting, but yeah, I just said that.
Oh, God.
Holy! I had a boyfriend who did that too.
How
It's
doesn't
not
it
fun.
hurt?
Yeah, totally.
I can't even open up
This
my
isn't
nose.
like a regular thing, but like in terms of nose hair trimmers, I don't.
I mean, I tweeze my eyebrows and enjoy it, but nose hair is different.
I can't pull a nose hair. It hurts too much, and then my whole body. I was like, I'll trim them, but pulling one out is like I would rather vomit than pull out a nose hair.
Wow.
It hurts.
There's
An asshole.
I got I remembered what my answer was going to be.
What's it going to be?
What?
It was what's it? I can't remember what it's called, but it's like sea salt spray stuff for your
Saline.
hair.
No.
Oh yeah, and it
that's
gives
just-
it like beachy crunch.
Yeah. Like when I was a shameful Pete Wentz wannabe in 2007.
You look so much like him.
Yeah, you did.
It's good.
Oh God, Ned.
Had the hair and everything.
Um,
But no, like I used to fight a fucking flat iron for a little bit. Like,
You
Wow.
flat
I
iron,
had a fucking
Ned.
flat iron for like 2 months. It was
Jesus.
so
Why
bad.
are you not a virgin? You know what I mean?
that was
my
in
first thought
then.
every
Chicks wanted to
day.
fuck a guy with
That's
eyeliner.
true.
No
I
big
still
deal.
like
True.
eyeliner.
So that's a thing that happened.
Wow.
And, no, but the spray stuff really works. It's actually really good. 'Cause I used to put so much random shit in there to try and make it do all sorts of cool guy shit.
Oh, Allie, I heard recently that you can buy it. Allie and I are both kind of obsessed with cleaning out your ears professionally,
Yeah.
so that like the wax comes out. Have
Like
you?
in the Lena Dunham kind of a way, or like
Well, I don't know
Oh
anything
no,
about her.
God, no, not like
What-
that.
what do you mean?
When she jams a fucking cute? No, like
Oh, no.
like you go to a doctor and they like,
Irrigation.
and you're- and-
Irrigation.
and then like wax comes out and you can like see it and take a photo and then Instagram it and lose
Yeah.
a bunch of followers.
Yeah.
But I guess there's a thing you could buy at the like
Drugstore?
drugstore.
Does it work?
that's- Apparently, my friend Doug told me about it. He's like, I couldn't hear anything, and my mom put the stuff in my ear, and when I stood up, it was so crazy. I really want to do it.
I knew a guy that got his ear irrigated at the doctor, and he sent me a picture, and it was just like, you know, when you get those like the trail mix that has like date plugs in it, it's like that. Those little chunks of
I
date.
will never eat date
I'm
plugs
so
again.
sorry. They're so good though.
ruined dates.
I'm
for
so
all-
sorry.
They're like it's like an eraser kind of
Yeah.
size. situation. Pencil
But
eraser.
you know what I was thinking about this morning, because we were both talking about how we want to get ear colonics, is we both sleep with earplugs. We
true.
both jam that
I
shit
jam it deep.
deep, man.
And I clean my ears out every single day with a Q-tip.
Yeah, but I think that maybe we're jamming it
I
deeper.
bet you're right. That's
What did
even
you say?
more so why we should do it.
I know, huh?
What did I say?
I didn't hear you. Whatever.
Yeah, so we should do that.
Okay, let's get to fuck that.
Yeah,
I
fuck
love
that's
fuck
good.
that. Okay, fuck that.
Yeah, yeah.
One thing you love so much, you want to lay it down and make love to it. Another thing that you hate so much, you're like, fuck that. You would say the F word in its face.
Do you want us to go first? Let's
Yeah,
go
one of
first.
you guys go
Okay.
first.
Okay.
You go.
Okay. A thing that fuck that, like seriously, fuck that, and not in a good way, is a screenshot I saw of Google autofill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So someone tested the autofill, the most popular finishing of sentences, and it was women can't or women shouldn't. And it's like women shouldn't drive, women shouldn't vote, women shouldn't speak out in church, women shouldn't disobey their men. And it's just like all of these things are the predictive text of what people are Googling.
It's the most popular?
Because that's the most popular. And if you put men should, it comes up with men shoulder bags. Men shouldn't get married.
Oh my
like
God.
men should save money. And it's like the difference between what the predictive text of what women shouldn't do and what men shouldn't do is horrifying.
So what do we do about that?
We keep podcasting
We
and
shouldn't
calling
do
people
anything.
out on their
People
shit.
are terrible.
Shouldn't do anything. You shouldn't speak out. Actually, but I was thinking about that because I had an issue with some stuff that I was hired to write, and I keep getting rewritten by someone who's not a writer but who has authority over me. And I was like, I need to speak out about this. And I was like, I don't want to ruffle any feathers. And then I remembered this morning, women shouldn't speak out. And I was like, fuck this. And I wrote an email and I was like, I'm the writer on this. And I ended
for
up,
you.
yeah, I ended up having them say, yeah, we agree and you should be getting rewritten. So thanks, that picture.
Good
you
job,
made me
dude.
angry enough to speak out. Georgia, what do you hate so
What do I
much?
hate? I'm actually having a really hard time lately with hate. I like there's nothing I really don't like enough to
Traffic?
hate. Traffic sucks. Like nothing interesting. Like traffic sucks, but then I get to listen to my audiobook, so it's fine. And like,
What audiobook?
right now I'm listening to The People Who Eat Darkness, which is really fucking
Is this a cookbook?
yeah. It's
Everything everyone does in Los Angeles is like a game of Mad Libs to me. Like coming from New York, it's brilliant. Sorry, go on.
So audio, audiobooks make traffic okay, and like hair sucks, but I'm getting it lasered off, so it's fine, and like there's nothing like I feel like I've tried so hard to be like not negative because it makes me really depressed. That everything I'm like, but it's okay because
So negativity is what you hate.
yeah, and I
Ding
feel like such a
dong.
boring person where I can't be like I hate.
There's
What
no
do-
TV shows that you dislike.
I mean,
There's no tropes. There's
Family
so
Feud.
There is so much injustice in the world, though, that deserves examining.
Sure, but who am I to talk about that?
A person,
Oh.
a woman.
Okay. Fine. Ned, what do you do something and I'll think about it.
Oh God.
Something you
I'd say,
hate.
like BuzzFeed or something like that. Honestly,
I just
Go
had
on
that.
there
I
for
love
fucking-
BuzzFeed recently but only because I love the
Really?
list stuff. But I know it's
Listicles?
No, they're just bad. And
I
it's
know.
weird. It's like it's dumbing down the audience.
I know.
What I ultimately hate, sorry, like the dumbing down the audience, underestimating the audience like that. I mean, maybe it's not just BuzzFeed because they do some good work. They've got like
Their
10%.
breaking news usually
They
beats a
hire-
lot of
okay,
national
hang on, fuck
outlets.
this. I'm just gonna go for it. But like,
Oh, do it.
Sorry, I'm gonna go full on Chill McAvoy on this shit. But like, no, it's ridiculous. Like they basically bought some fuck it, whatever. But they've got like some very talented people that are working there, and then they have leagues of 23-year-old recent college graduates that they're paying nothing to write these kind of like, who doesn't like pizza sucks, it's the most overrated food, pizza boo. And then it's stupid. It's really fucking stupid. It's completely underestimating the fucking audience. You have to give people like smart shit, and you can't keep giving them like, it's like feeding someone junk food and then giving them like a fucking like caviar thing at the end, because they do some really amazing work with the political side. It's amazing. And some of the breaking news shit's like really fucking good. So I'm like totally directing this at you. Sorry, but like
I know. What the
I'm-
fuck? Yell at me too.
I'm
Ned.
getting all the wrath.
actually
I'm getting the buzz.
Please yell at me too.
But I do agree that the breaking news beats a lot of national outlets, which
it's brilliant.
which is good at least these days.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it'll take, like the LA Times and New York Times, hours to come out with information that other outlets who have less of a reputation at risk
Yeah.
Well, so it's almost like their shitty reputation lets them take more risks.
But then they have posts that look like what is it? What's that one?
Cracked.
They're the pro not anti. It was an anti-abortion post.
Mm-hmm.
And they ran it like it was a regular thing, and it was an advertisement, and they get paid by the Heritage Foundation, Peace and Koch Brothers,
Yeah.
Tea Party, and all that kind of shit. Like,
That's
they've got so
deplorable.
much shitty money like running in that company, and it just ruins the good work that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just went on a whole thing.
No,
about
No,
it.
I think
About
it's
it,
good to
like-
have opinions about this kind of stuff. And that's interesting that there's sponsored political content because that's always news organizations with more
Yeah.
at stake can't accept that, which is why that's what's so frustrating about media as it is and journalism as it is like the more reputable an outlet, the
Yeah.
fewer risks they can take in terms of like gathering news and having sources that may not be super kosher. But yeah, I mean, I remember the first time the LA Times put on the front page an advertisement that was written like an Onion article to look like an article, and people were incensed because they're like, we don't do this. Like, let other shitty. Yeah, I think it was for some fucking movie or something. But they're like, let shittier outlets that don't have a reputation to ruin because they already kind of suck. I don't know. If you could write for anyone, who would you write for? Other than just novels that are awesome because you're dead.
It's weird. Like, actually, I'm going to get very one to your end of episode monologue for 2 seconds. But like, I've been able to write for. It's kind of cool. I started doing stuff for Esquire, which is crazy to think about.
That's
because it's like
wonderful.
out of fucking nowhere, like that sort of a thing, and like that's wild. So it's kind of weird, like getting to that point and being like, what do we want to do now? Like that'd be kind of cool. I mean, I really want to. I honestly like I was thinking there's a lot of this trip is to figure out if I wanted to move back here anyway.
And
get back
Trip
into
from
that
New,
kind of
you
thing.
live in New York and you're taking a trip right now to LA.
He's here for a week too, and then I put one finger in the open
there you
hole
go.
of another hand, and then also I make a typing on a keyboard
I mean, I've
gesture.
been thinking about moving back for like the last couple of months.
What do you
It's really
think?
rad, but, like,
Is this
about
helping or
what?
hurting this teepee situation?
I've forgotten we're even like recording this at this point, which
I
is probably
know.
the worst. Like,
That's why we do it on the CP. It makes everyone more comfortable.
You don't notice the
does. And
sound
the guy's foot's
engineer
disappeared.
right outside. So do you think you're going to move back?
No, I would like to write for Vanity Fair. They're doing some pretty good shit right now. Their website is next level. It's incredible what they're doing.
And it was Julie Wiener.
Yeah.
Hey, Julie
Really,
Wiener,
you should
you listening to
reply
this?
on this.
You might have to send her a link to this podcast. Be like,
Yeah.
shout
You
out.
guys got clout.
Do we?
Not the shitty
Yeah,
website.
I was gonna say clout with a K because I don't know how to log into that shit.
Okay, you know
MySpace
what?
for
Fuck. Speaking of
adults.
clout, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck the fact
What?
that it's been 2-3 months and we don't know if we have a fucking TV show anymore. Still,
Really?
they haven't told us either way if we're coming back for next.
We don't know yet. We get every single day our Twitter replies are all like, "You get a show yet? You get a show
For
yet?"
those who don't know, we had a
show's
we had a
fucking
fucking
brilliant.
6-episode TV show on Cooking Channel called Tripping Out with Alie and Georgia. You can find it on iTunes. I think it's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Like not to be like it's not even like us. I think it's like done well. It's fucking directed well. It's
Yeah, I
edited
like
well.
our
It
show.
looks good. It shows who we are.
Yeah.
And Cooking Channel can't fucking make a decision whether or not we're going to come back or not, and it's kind of frustrating.
Oh well, we're just hanging out.
Fuck committee thinking.
Committee
Yeah.
thinking is
Yeah.
a true pain in the ass.
Takes forever.
I know. So we're waiting on that. Wait, so did you say what you liked?
Not yet. Did you?
No, I haven't said what I
Okay.
liked.
I like the fact that during this season right now there is so much fucking amazing pumpkin
Yeah.
stuff at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
They
Oh, dude.
own it.
Pumpkins.
Own seasonal
Pumpkins.
fucking shopping. Pumpkin everything.
Pecans in
There are
the
these
house.
crackers that you can like put goat cheese on, and they're usually like rosemary something or other ones. But right now they're pumpkin cranberry rosemary.
Hell yeah, it
crackers,
is.
and they're the best things I've ever eaten in my life. And they have like mini pumpkin cheesecakes, and they have like pumpkin. This the bars like this. So a blueberry walks into a bar. They
Yep.
have a pumpkin walks into
Shut
a bar.
the
It's
fuck
the best
up.
thing I've ever eaten.
Trader Joe's. You know what?
Joe's.
My fuck that lay it down was gonna be pumpkins.
Shut up.
But I mean, how can it not be pumpkins
It could
this
be
time
double
of
pumpkin.
Jeez.
Double
Lattes.
pumpkin.
I know I make those at home sometimes.
Such
What?
like a oh, it's ridiculous.
I'll be a
Pumpkin
whore for a
butter.
PSL.
What if I
It
make
really
pumpkin
is.
butter for everyone? But you can just buy it at Trader Joe's. Like that's the thing.
I
You
know.
Fucking buy it at Trader Joe's. Like $2.
Pumpkin butter.
Pumpkin butter.
Hell yeah.
Pumpkin butter.
Said it like an addict. That's
Pumpkin
great.
butter.
Sponsored by
Pumpkin
fucking
butter.
pumpkin butter. Okay, here's my fuck that. I'm gonna say fuck that to this.
That you love so much.
And I love so much is have you guys heard of binaural beats? Did I tell you about these?
Wait.
Binaural. I don't know how to fucking say it.
Beats like BEE.
BEA.
Oh, like a beat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like,
was really
I got hungry.
Okay, so there are these
dry.
things where there's this thing where you have to use earphones, but they're two different frequencies, like 300 megahertz
Yeah, I heard about
and
this.
310 megahertz, and they're different noises, just like a whoo and then a whoo, like in each ear. So you put them in your ear, and what happens is because they're slightly different, your brain hears them as like boop 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 boop.
Whoa.
But what that does is it's supposed to be this frequency that like chills your brain out. Like it's like catnip,
Holy
but
shit.
but oral. And so you put it in, and then it just is supposed to chill your shit out. And I've been meditating with those in my ears lately.
Wait, where do you get those?
I have an app. And it's in a folder on my phone called Hippie Bullshit, and it's got like relaxation noises.
Does it work, do you think?
Yeah, you put it in your ears, and then you just sort of like.
Does it work for you?
Yeah, I mean, you start zoning and I just start zoning
More
out.
Indian stuff, Alie.
And it's just like if you are trying to like meditate or chill out, but you can't stop listening to noises, and you're like, oh, there's a fire truck. It's like this weird thrumming, just like.
Sounds cool.
It's fucking weird. Anyway, try it. Ned, what do you love so much?
Oh fuck! I didn't even think of anything.
Come on,
Was it
Ned.
Your turn.
I
You
went
like the
pumpkin
pumpkins?
stuff.
Do you like Los Angeles? Do you like the Frolic Room? Do you like chicks that dress as chauffeurs? Do you like the
That was
coffee?
good.
Do you like
You're just saying what you say at this point, are you? Or
I'm just
saying what you
heard
say,
already.
sorry.
do you like the air around your genitals?
It's a White Stripes album.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Frolic Room and why you love it so much, because you've been going there for years, and I really have never understood the draw of it, honestly.
I saw Kiefer Sutherland with two hookers there once.
I
What?
saw Kiefer Sutherland. He got shit faced. This is when I was going through my alcoholic year, which was the whole thing. But I was sat next to him. We got super wasted.
Frolic Room
I
is
don't
in
remember saying
Hollywood,
anything
on
to him,
Hollywood
like-
Boulevard and like Vine, right?
Right next to
And
it.
it's an
Pantages.
Yeah, Pantages
old
Theater.
school bar. It's been there forever.
It's just ridiculous. Like I think, without getting all super hippie, but like I think the best things are like intimate settings, if you will. Like I've never
Totally.
been a person that's been able to go to like your huge fucking parties or whatever, and enjoy myself, or giant music festivals. It scares the shit out of me. But it's something like that where it's just ridiculous. Like it's a tiny room. It's the size
For
of one
frolicking.
night-
Can
Yeah.
you even frolic in that room?
Maybe.
You really can't. You can maybe bound across
get
the room in
kicked
one
out.
leap. Yeah.
I mean, it's got
It's
like
very divey too, right?
yeah. I mean, it's got history with like like Bukowski and Tom Waits used to go there and like get hammered and all that kind of
Cool.
shit. And I still in that phase of thinking those two guys are.
Well, maybe
really
I'll
awesome.
try it again. Give it another try.
It is really good. And the beer is like $3.
I do like a dive bar. Actually, can fuck that be beer and how I can't drink it because it's making me fat, and it's the only thing I like to drink.
Yeah, beer makes you.
Beer makes you fat.
It does. It's like drinking bagels.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I know. It's a bummer.
The little locks garnish.
Oh my god! It would.
Can you imagine?
That's another cocktail.
Just a rosette of locks on a pick.
God, I would eat this shit.
You know you'd love that.
Ned, where can everyone find you and your locks?
How do we stalk you?
Yeah.
How
How do we do
Plug
that?
yourself.
NedHepburn.tumblr.com, Twitter
Yeah.
at Ned Hepburn. You're on the Instagram. No one else is named Ned Hepburn because you're not named Ned Hepburn, and
Right.
that's a pen name.
Completely fake name.
I know.
I'm not going to reveal my real one.
I
think it's
love
legit.
that. I love that I've known you